She finally made it to her home, exhausted from her efforts of the day. She took a second to look up at the waning crescent moon that was at its zenith. She always tried to take in the simple but beautiful things in life. She loved the stars, and tonight was crisp with a perfectly clear sky, the perfect night to stargaze. She looked for Orion's belt and found the 3 stars that she used to identify the hunter's celestial body that shimmered in the sky. She gazed at the stars and began to lose herself in her thoughts. The pain shot down her back like an electrical shock and brought her back to reality. It took her breath away, causing her to arch her back slightly and drop her purse. She squeezed her eyes shut and bit her bottom lip as she put her hand on the small of her back. The pain eventually subsided into a dull throb. She took a deep breath and slowly bent over to pick up her purse. She closed her garage door and walked into her house, ready to start her nightly relaxation ritual. "Alexa, living room lights, please." She spoke to a computer unit that was integrated into her home that makes her wish into a reality. She slowly took off her shoes by wiggling her feet out of them, careful not to aggravate her back again. She took her shoes in her free hand and took them to the bedroom with her. "Lift with your legs, not with your back," she scolded herself. She knew better, but she had gotten caught up and was in a rush. She hoped this physical setback would not cause her to have to sit at home for a couple of days. This was the busy season at work, but she knew if she was not feeling her best, she would not be in any condition to reach the goals she had set for herself. "Alexa, start my bath water. Spa treatment." The soothing sound of the water as it started to flow out of her faucet and fill her garden tub gave her a little relief. She tossed her keys on her bed and walked gingerly across her bedroom toward the bathroom. As she walked toward the bathroom, she could see the steam beginning to billow out of the slightly ajar door. Walking into her bathroom, she could feel the thin layer of moisture that had formed on the large black plastic sheet that was laid on the white marble floor of her bathroom. She dropped her dirty shoes in the middle of the plastic bag. Her job can be very messy at times, and tonight was a very messy night. The debilitating pain came in waves as she slowly began to peel off her clothes and pile them carefully in the middle of the plastic bag on top of her shoes. She bent over as the pain once again took hold of her. She had to hold on to the sink for support as she waited for the violent jolts of pain to subside before she dared to even think about moving. She used a breathing technique to help her get through the sharpness of the pain. She decided she was not going to wait until the pain totally stopped throbbing, since that might take a while. The heat of the tub is what she needed. She held herself steady by leaning against the wall as she painstakingly made her way to the tub and slowly lowered herself into it. She slowly let out a breath she did not realize she had been holding as the heat of the waiting water began to loosen many knots that had nestled deeply in her back. The sparkling clear water slowly turned crimson red as it became tinged with blood and gore as she slowly scrubbed her body with her washcloth. "Alexa," she concentrated on scrubbing a particular spot that had been caked with dry blood. "Play playlist number 1. The soothing sound of smooth jazz came from the many speakers that were installed in her home. She knew she would have to take some type of painkiller before bed to help her with her back. Her work must, no, her work will continue.